Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. In today's video, I am doing a hair tutorial on this look. It's kind of like an effortless wave, like it has like volume and not so curly. It's kind of beachy. I don't know what to call it because it's not like the typical beachy hair that you would see. So I had posted a photo like maybe a month ago asking if you guys would like to see a tutorial. And so I finally did it. So the products that you're going to be needing today are the Kevin Murphy Shimmer Shine Spray. I love this because it has like speckles of like shimmer in it. You shake it of course before and it gives it a little bit of shine. I usually just put this on the ends of the hair and I love the way it smells. At first I thought it was kind of like a weird smell, but now I love it. I smell it all the time when Viv uses it at work. When she's spraying it on clients, I'm doing lashes, I could seriously smell it all day and I love it. The next thing that I use as like my heat protectant and also like a texturizer slash give it volume was the Bombshell Blowout Spray from Amika. This is just like a little sample version. Since I didn't film at the actual salon, I didn't have the big one with me. So luckily I had like a sample travel case full of Amika products. So that's what I use. This is great. I also use the Wizard. If you don't have the Bombshell spray, the Wizard I feel like works just as great. But if you are wanting to have more volume, then I would probably do the Bombshell spray. It has a little bit of like texture in it, so it actually feels like products in it. And the Wizard is more like conditioning. It's a hair primer. It's kind of like a liquidy Moroccan oil. Like you spray it and it gives it shine, but you can blow dry it and it doesn't do anything to the hair, which I love that. And then next, I use the Hair Resort Spray from Kevin Murphy. I've talked about this in some of my videos. I love this stuff, and it literally has like nothing left. I probably used like the last, oops, getting a little spray here. I love this stuff. It kind of reminds me of the Texture Master that I used to always talk about from Kevin Murphy, and I still love that one. However, that one actually feels like there's a lot more product in your hair, and it leaves it a little bit more crunchy. This one doesn't, and this one doesn't give it as much hold as the Texture Master. So usually when I use the Texture Master, it's like on the third day type hair where I know I'm gonna wash my hair the next day. And I also use the Do-Over Dry Powder. I just used a little bit of this mainly because I knew that I was gonna probably run out of the Hair Resort Spray. Which I mean, you don't have to use the Do-Over powder, but it kind of works as like a little hairspray as well. I like this. I've talked about this in my videos before. Next thing that I used was a Babyliss blow dryer and then the Hot Tools curling iron. This is, I believe, the 1 inch. I feel like the curls could have looked a lot better had I not used this curling iron, which is kind of old. It still works great, but it's not like the Amika one that I have that I've used in the past in videos. I love that one a lot. It's not old yet, and I feel like my hair would have looked a little bit better, but it's still, I would totally rock this. So it's not like, this isn't the look that we're trying to create. And then I use my Babyliss flat iron. This is the Nano Titanium Babyliss Pro. I've had this for years now. I love Babyliss products because I've had them for years and they haven't gone out on me, but I also don't use them daily. So if you're the type of person that probably uses them daily, then of course they would probably go out a lot quicker than they did, of course, for me, because I've had these for years. Also, there's warranty on all of the products, but I love Babyliss. Like, I feel like it gets so hot. For girls that have dry, coarse, thick hair, heat is always going to be better. A higher heat is always going to be better on your hair versus if you have really fine hair. But I love the Babyliss. There's heat settings that you can bring it down low and you can bring it up high, which I keep it high for myself. I wouldn't recommend it if you have fine, thin hair because you don't want to be that girl that curls their hair and then it just comes off. So, yeah. Oh, the blow dryer. So this is the Nano Titanium Babyliss Pro blow dryer, and normally I don't know where my nozzle is, but if you're gonna blow dry your hair, always use the nozzle. It gives it a lot of shine. Because I didn't do a blowout with this blow dryer per se, it wasn't that big of a deal if I had the nozzle or not, because I was gonna go over my hair with the straightener and the curling iron, which is what's gonna give it shine. The nozzle is really important to use whenever you're doing just like a regular sleek blowout with your blow dryer. So let's go ahead and get started. So I already did my hair and makeup, or I already did my makeup. So I kind of have a little trick that I do. Whenever I'm doing anything with heat, I usually do my makeup first so that way it can kind of air dry a little bit, and that way I use less of the heat, just because heat can be damaging to the hair. Well, it is damaging to the hair, and so make sure you use your protective spray. And if I'm wearing my hair curly, I start applying product to my hair and scrunching it a little bit, and then I apply my makeup, and then I go back and I finish everything. I scrunch it, I pop in some curls and all of that. But whenever I'm doing anything with like blowing out or like a lot of heat, I always do my makeup first. So I'm going to apply the Bombshell spray all over the hair. It's a great texturizer, heat protectant. It's gonna get a lot of volume. And it's good to apply this to the hair when it's nice and damp. Now, if you have really fine hair, I recommend blow drying your hair upside down and also using like a root pump, and also a shampoo that is volumizing. My favorite one for volume is the Kevin Murphy Plumping Wash, I believe, something like that. I will find it, I'll let y'all know. So I'm gonna go ahead and start blow drying my hair. I'm not really doing like a blowout and getting it sleek. I'm just gonna get it bone dry. I forgot to mention that you would also need this amazing wet brush. It really helps your blow dry time. This is from the company Wet Brush, and it helps with blow dry time. It helps with smoothing it out a little bit. For those of you that aren't really good at blowouts, this would be good for blowouts to do at home. Alrighty, my hair is blow dried. It's super big. So I split it in the middle. So that's the part that I want, but you can always do this any side. I personally like middle part whenever I'm doing like anything beachy. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna grab my straightener and I'm gonna straighten the top and the bottom. Does that make sense? So basically, I'm basically getting rid of the frizz up top. It's frizzy at the bottom, so I'm making sure and getting all of that straightened out. I have a lot of hair, and so I usually section out the pieces, but really I'm not trying to get this sleek straight. So really it's just to get the bottoms. I still have volume. It's not bone straight. I'm gonna pop in some curls now. So I'm gonna leave about an inch out. So there's a little curl there. And I'm getting big pieces because this doesn't need to be too curly. See how I have that left out here? And I'm doing it away from the face. I'm grabbing big chunks. And if you want it to loosen up a little bit right after you apply, right after you let go, you want to pull on the curl. So I'm about to show you. I'm going to leave this a little bit longer so that it's more curly. And then you just pull down. And it's important that you dry the hair all the way, because if not, it's gonna be frizzy if you have naturally curly or frizzy hair, or it'll burn the hair as well. Alrighty, so now I'm going to spray the Shimmer Shine spray all over my hair, basically focusing on the bottoms because I want it to look nice and hydrated. And I wish y'all could smell this stuff. It smells amazing. Just kidding. Murphy. Here we go. And I'm running solo. So you are going to spritz this all over the hair and scrunch and scrunch and scrunch. But yeah, basically do that, and that's going to give it a lot of texture. Now I'm going to do some dry powder. As you can see, I'm kind of sectioning it. This is going to really give it a little bit more volume. You're just basically putting it all inside the hair. It does give it a little bit of texture. It works as a working spray as well, and that's why I mainly used it. All right. I did not realize how long my hair is.